All right, what's up, y'all? Call halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS for teaching me this truth. And double honors to the brothers out there laboring, doing the work. To you I say Shalawam. This your brother Devin from Detroit. Coming at you with another lesson. I did my first lesson on Esau, slipping of the tongue. And this is another video that one of my coworkers actually showed me. Basically, an interview with a Klans member, and it's a lot of beans being spilled in this video. You know, you gotta really have a keen eye and ear to really understand what's going on, because you know Esau likes to speak fancy so he can sound, you know, politically correct. But in this video, it's a lot of, beans being spilled, and it just shows you how Esau is. It shows you that, you know, at the end of the day, you can hide it, you can try to deny it, but you know, that hatred, you can tell it's there. But before I, get to rambling, I'm going to just start the video, and I'm going to go with the spirit. I got a couple scriptures lined up, and I'm going to basically, go with the spirit.
It is my humble duty tonight to introduce you to the Grand and Imperial Wizard of the Invisible Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, Mr. Bill Wilkinson. Oh, Imperial Wizard, can you tell me, and us, 100 years after you your predecessors set the South aflame with cross burnings, lynchings, and other events, you should be bothering this country still?
To begin with, I believe a slight rebuttal is in order for your opening statements, or the opening statements that was made about the Klan. We are not anti-Catholic. We are not anti-Semitic. We believe in the white race. We believe that at this point in time that white Americans are being treated as second-class citizens, that the federal laws, the civil rights laws, have created a dual system of justice in this country.
See, before I continue, so like, as you can see right now, you know, he's trying to defend his people. He's like, oh, by us having a dual system, you know what I'm saying, we're losing power. Basically, you know what I'm saying, all bullshit aside, they're losing power. You know what I'm saying, their women were, falling to the Israelite man, and they wanted to keep the power. But you know what I'm saying, once we were out of slavery, and once we had some form of rights, they couldn't treat us like how they treated us during the hardcore slavery period. So, once we gained rights and started living amongst them, you know what I'm saying, that's when they made the Klan, and now they want to, enforce some type of power gain, So that's what he's saying, once the dual citizenship or the dual rights came into play, they started to lose benefits as being a white American, so-called white American.
A set of federal laws that protects the interest of minorities, and local and state laws.
But Grand and Imperial Wizard,
the interest of white people.
If I may interrupt, if I might be so bold as to interrupt the Imperial Wizard, it says on a sheet that you people hand out to the young and the youths of our high schools, it says, if you want to join the Klan, quote, I swear that I am of white, non-Jewish heritage. Are you fed up with special privileges given to blacks? That's a quotation from your own literature.
Absolutely. We are.
Well, what do you mean you're not? What do you mean you're not anti-Semitic?
We are
right there. So he basically just told on themselves, right? He said, it was a quotation he made. Are you tired of blacks? I can't remember exactly what he just said, but are you tired of blacks, etc.? And he said, how is that? How are you not anti-Semitic? Right? So they know that we're the real Jews. Basically, right here, anti-Semitism, which is really should be Shem, anti-Shemitic, but they changed it to fit their narrative. Anti-Semitic, right? Shemitic is hostility or prejudice against Jews, right? They knew that the so-called black man and black man, woman, and child were the real Jews. That's why he said, how is that not anti-Shemitic, right? Boom. That's it. You know, we should know now that we are the real Jews. We are the biblical Jews of the Bible, which means we are the true Israelites, and these fake imposter Jewish people are not the real people. You feel me?
We're a Christian organization. We also don't allow Buddhists or Muslims or atheists in the organization.
When did you take in the Pat Buchanans? When I was a kid in Dubuque, Iowa, the Ku Klux Klan, which was then fairly powerful in Indiana, about 1922 or 3, somewhere in there, you were anti-Catholic.
The Klan has had different views from time to time on lesser issues. The one issue we've never changed on is that of segregation. We believe that God has commanded us to separate ourselves from other races. In fact, that's not a unique stand. Billy Graham, just a few years ago, himself segregated his crusade audiences. He preached segregation. The Southern...
So they knew that we weren't supposed to be intermingling. Right there, that completely cuts all of that. Oh, we're all one. We're all equal, and we should get along, and we should all come together. That completely annihilates that whole statement, because we know they don't like us. But we so damn silly, you know, our people are so gullible to believe that these people still they like us, right? So I want to grab this. This is Deuteronomy, and he said that God made a commandment. We should be separated. That's true, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't talking to you. He was talking to the Israelites. And then this is Deuteronomy 14:2. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth." So they knew that we weren't supposed to be intermingling with the other nations. They knew that they knew we was the damn chosen people. So I'm gonna finish this out.
Baptist and the National Baptist, one was black, one was white. They practiced and preached segregation.
Let me ask you
So
something.
we didn't invent segregation. We
All right,
just
let me ask you
still
about-
believe in it.
Let me ask you about something, and you did correct it, let me say, before the show started, something I was unaware of. But there are a number of Klan organizations, and I gather it is not yours, who march in tandem, arm in arm, with members of the American Nazi Party.
These Edomites is
Now,
getting
the
on him.
Nazis were responsible for the murder, not simply of Jews in Germany, but American pilots, American soldiers. They're guilty of all manner of horrid atrocities. They have on their, I guess, on their record some 250,000 American dead. Now, why would any patriotic American, or one who calls himself a patriotic American, be anywhere near the swastika, the insignia of Hitler's Germany?
Well, as you conceded before the show, I did clear up that point. The Klan, the Invisible Empire, which I head, detests Nazis as much as we do communists. But I'd like to make one thing clear, that there's too much hype today about the Germans and the Nazis. Let's not forget that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, and they led to death marches in Bataan. I don't believe that we should condemn all of the Germans for something that happened in Germany 40 years ago. And I do condemn what Hitler did to any.
Why would any
anyone.
patriot, someone who calls himself a patriot, and the Klans groups with which I guess you're associated with members, if not the leadership, why would they march with people who are march under the swastika?
We don't.
You don't. Why do your colleagues
Others,
do that?
I believe, to make it clear at first, we're the only national Klan organization left. There have been those that have come and gone. It's sort of like the political parties, the Democrats, Republicans, American Independents. They come.
So that shows you too that these damn Edomites, man, you can't trust them. They come and they go, and it's like the Republicans and the Democrats. You don't know who the fuck is a damn. Excuse my language. You don't know who the hell is a Klans member. You feel me? Because they come and go. That doesn't stop the hatred that they have inside of them. And I'm gonna get that too. I got a scripture for that. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had ended. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sitteth thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So they always had that hatred from the jump. Oh, sorry. From the jump, they've always had that hatred, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. That's why when you walk past a damn Edomite, they give you that fake smile because they don't want to smile at you. They do that so they can seem less harmless.
Come and they go. They splinter and they regroup and rejoin. Right now, we are the major unquestioned Klan organization in America. There's some people that we have expelled from our organization that will start other branches. In their anxiety to get membership and support, they will join with anyone, including Nazis.
This is not your organization, doesn't believe that. But I believe a quote by you I read in a book on the Klan today. You were denouncing the quote, I think it was Jew-controlled media. Have you used that term?
I may have used that term.
It's a direct quote.
I may have used that term some years ago.
What do you mean by that?
But I don't mean by that anything at this point in time. I believe that a lot of Jews are prominent in the media, but I believe that a lot of Baptists and a lot of Methodists and a lot of other people are.
Why would you use the term Jew-controlled media?
Well,
I mean, you don't run around saying the Baptist-controlled media is keeping us off the air, do you?
I no longer use that term. This has been a number of years ago that I would have made that comment, and I'm not apologizing for what I might have said at that time.
All right, let's talk about blacks.
All right.
Why are you running
wait a minute, I
around?
want to go. My brother came back from the airborne in Vietnam, and he told me, and that of the bodies that he took out as a medical officer, he said, 50% of those guys were black kids, served in the United States and Vietnam. This was it was a crack frontline unit, and these were American blacks who died in higher numbers for their country in Southeast Asia in that war than did white Americans, as a matter of fact, in the Vietnam War. Now, how can you be against a race which contains people who are out there fighting for their country just as much as white Christian Protestant Americans are?
That's something else that needs to be cleared up, Pat. We're not against the black race. We believe in free enterprise for this country.
Which is a lie.
Everyone should have the same rights.
Well,
Right
Mr.
now-
Wizard, it says
now,
right here. Wait a minute,
right
Mr.
now,
Wizard. Let me interrupt you for a minute, Mr. Wizard. It says
didn't
right
let
here,
me finish.
you believe in the final solution, which is black repatriation to Africa. Now, do you really
Abraham
think
Lincoln. But now
you're
look,
running
I'm
around on
not,
this
I'm
bed
not going to
sheet?
be cut off. In the
Oh,
middle
no,
of-
but I'm not going to be
of
shut
a-
off either. You're running around on a bed sheet. I don't have the bed sheet. But I just want to tell you, I want to ask you this question. Can you imagine this country repatriating all the black Americans that Pat just spoke about to Africa?
No.
I mean, what kind of nonsense
No, I
is that?
can't.
Well,
I
what are you
sure
saying
can't.
it for then?
I'm not saying.
Well, it says right here.
No, that's your paper. That's not my paper.
That's your paper. I took the
No,
quote
no,
and
no,
wrote
no,
it on
no.
this blue
That's
paper.
not my paper. Now, to get
Damn
back to
Edomite
it-
brawl.
Get back to it. Now, just a minute. I answered your question. Now, I want to finish what I was saying. We feel that affirmative action is discriminating against white people, and there is no question about it. Two wrongs don't make a right. Because black people were hurt and discriminated against in the past does not justify the discrimination against white people now. And we're
I
asking
didn't
for an
ask you-
end to that.
Look, I'm against reverse discrimination. I'm
Okay,
against racial
good.
quotas. I'm against affirmative action as it's practiced. But you said, when I introduced you, I didn't say that your organization was. I said historically to most Americans, you're anti-Catholic and anti-Semitic and racist. In other words, anti-black. You said, we're not anti-Catholic.
Right.
We're not anti-Semitic. You didn't deny the racist.
And they continue to say anti-Semitic, therefore you're against blacks. And that's two. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away from this. You can't say, oh, you know what I'm saying, they messed up. Like, no, they knew that we are from the seed line of Shem. That's why they're saying anti-Shemitic, but they're saying Semitic, but it's Shemitic. It's to be from the seed line or the bloodline of Shem, not Ham, not Japhet, Shem.
Well, it depends on your definition of racist. I'm a segregationist, okay? I believe that God has commanded me not to mix with other races. For that reason, I want to have schools where I can send my children to a white school. I want to be able to go to my white neighborhoods, to white businesses, for those things. So if that terms me as a racist, then I'm a racist.
Wait a minute, you can do that, but you can't have tax exemptions in your all-white school. And if it's a public school, now black kids whose parents' taxes pay for that school, they got a right to go to that neighborhood school. Now, if you want an all-white school, all-white academy, you can do that right now. You just don't get a tax exemption for it. So what's your complaint?
You say you can do that. Now, maybe I can. Maybe you can. But what about the poor people that don't have the money to send their children to private school? They can't. They're being deprived the right to practice their religion because they don't have the money to send them to a private school. There's no reason why.
Listen, I don't want to finish this, but I'm, because this man is like this. I'm gonna just, damn Esau, man. Because like the thing is, what you have to really realize is like, just if you don't see how full of shit Esau is, he wants to cry and sob about poor people and poverty, but when it's the so-called black man, the Israelite man, woman, or child that's in poverty and can't afford to go to school, and etc., they don't give a damn. But because it's the so-called white privileged race that can't afford to have these privileges in good old white America, it's a problem. You feel me? So they start killing people and hanging people and burning. It's damn Esau, man. I'm gonna finish this out.
Land of ours, we couldn't have a 3-tiered school system, a black school and a white school and an integrated school, and give everyone their choice. We would have much less dissension. We would have much less racial problems in the schools. And if those people that are seeking to integrate the races in this country really were seeking to do the best for both races, they would adopt this system and let integration proceed gradually.
What do you think our founding fathers meant when they said "we, the people of the United States"?
Well, I won't get into that debate, but
well, I know, but you're sitting here in your bed sheet telling us all that the only thing
he keeps getting on that bed sheet.
You're really upset about my bed sheet.
Oh yeah, I think if I were you, I would be so ashamed of myself. I mean, I can't imagine walking around in that silly costume, telling people to be against blacks and against Jews.
Have you ever seen the Pope and the Cardinals in their costumes?
Yeah, but they're religious and they're for something, and you're just nothing but against something, and you're against the very spirit of this country. You're against the thing. You're against the thing that makes this country a unity and that makes this country great. And I think you're a disgrace.
You know nothing about what I believe and what
I just heard what you believe.
And you think
now you tell me.
I believe in God. Is that wrong?
Do you deny that you said this? This is the literature you're handing out to schools, to school children in America? I just quoted this from your own pamphlet. Are you fed up? It says here, with blacks following you home, trying to beat you up? Do you deny that you said that?
No, I don't. And let me tell you, that happens more times in America than what you can shake a stick at. Blacks
try to follow you home and beat you up.
We've had more racial problems
You're a
than
damn
muggings.
Disgrace to the country.
No.
Oh, yes, you are.
I have a strong belief.
You know
in
what?
fact,
You people were
fact,
beaten. I don't know what we're doing in 1982 talking to you.
Well, that's your problem, Tom. But let me tell you one thing. I'm not beaten, the Klan is not beaten, and the white race is not beaten. No more than the Democrats is beating or the Republicans is beaten. They're all fighting for the things that they believe in, and we believe in something.
All right, what do you
we're
believe in?
earnestly, through the law.
Now, you tell me what you were
trying to
against.
achieve
What do you believe in?
What we believe in.
What are you for?
We believe in God, we believe in the United States of America, and we believe that God has commanded us to separate ourselves from other races. Not because we hate the other races or because we feel...
There you go. Right out of the mouth of Esau. Separate from other people. Stop joining hands with these damn devils, because they hate us, man. Come on.
That we're better or worse, but because we feel it's God's commandment. And if you criticize that and our religion, then you're criticizing the Christianity for the last 2,000 years.
All right, and if you're a Christian and you follow Christianity, shame on you. You feel me? Because if you don't see how dirty and tainted Christianity is by now, you deserve to be burned in fire. You feel me? Because they literally use that to colonize us as a people, and you want to follow in those footsteps. You feel me? But anyway, like I said, I got these scriptures I'm gonna get. So this is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Jacob, he always was that. He was just that chill guy, following the commandments, walking in the way of the Lord. But Esau hated Jacob so much. You feel me? Because he couldn't get that blessing. And that's why we are here today in America going through what we go through. You feel me? That's why the Klan was invented. That's why we still get shot in the streets. Because of that perpetual hatred that Esau has for Jacob, man. And they coming down on us. They're coming down on us. But this is Psalms 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee. Man, if you're not fleeing from these damn Edomites by now, you are a fool. You are a fool. These Edomites are wicked as hell, man. And the thing is, like, you see how that was only 1982. You feel me? That was barely 40 years ago, right? 40 years ago. That's a middle-aged man. That's a man in his middle age. That ain't that far away, man. That's not that long ago. You feel me? And that was a proud ass Edomite, a proud Klansman. That proud ass Edomite. So this is one more. Psalms 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. The Klans is that it speaks for itself, man. This is Mark 3:25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. You see throughout that whole video, these two Edomites is literally jumping on this, like, what the hell is your problem? You're in the bed sheet and you're spilling out all of this hate. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, I'm not saying that all Edomites are for everybody, but they all wicked as hell. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna get that too. That's in Psalms. I think I have it. I don't have it. Let me get it. Oops, just spelled it wrong. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That entire time that damn Edomite Klansman was speaking lies, man. He was like, well, I might have said that. I don't feel that way now. Like, bro, be a damn man and take your damn words and swallow that shit. Yeah, I said it. It is what it is. That's it. But damn Esau's wicked, man. He's evil. And this is to prove that the Jews are so-called black. This is Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. Right now, Judah is mourning. We're crying. We're in poverty. You feel me? We have no stability. You feel me? The gates thereof languish. We have no one to lead us right now in this captivity. They are black unto the ground, and they cry of Jerusalem is gone up. They are black unto the ground. That means they're different shades of brown. You feel me? One more. This song's of Solomon. 1:5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the tents of Solomon. That's two scriptures basically saying these people are so-called black people. Right? And the last one. You know, I got Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself. So that entire video, he was chewing on his knuckles, man, cause these Klansmen are funny. Ecclesiastes 10 and 13. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness. They're mad, bro. They're mad with rage. If you really start to pick at an Edomite, bro, you'll see them. Their skin start to boil, the blood start to show forth from their face, and they just. And then out of nowhere, you might get that N word, you nigger. And, whoa, hold up. But at the end of the day, man, like I say, Esau is wicked, and you know, we in the last days. They're trying everything in their power. They've tried everything in their power. You feel me? They can't do anything. The Most High is working his magic on these damn devils, these demons, Satan, and they being backed into a corner right now. You feel me? Everything that they've done as a people is been exposed to this day. You feel me? Like I say, at the end of the day, if you still trust Edomites, if you still believe in white Jesus Christianity, you deserve to die, because at the end of the day, that's not for us.